Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know it hasn't been that long since I filmed a Sephora haul, but there's so many new things coming out, like so many new things that it's really hard to control yourself. Well, for me to control myself at least. So yeah, I picked up some goodies from Sephora that I thought I would share with you guys. Now I did use most of these in my last tutorial, so if you haven't checked that out already, or after this video, if you're curious how some of these products perform, then I will link that down below for you. Why did I say that so weird? I will link that down below for you so that you can check it out. But yeah, I'm really excited. There's so many new things. Spring launches are happening and it's big, you guys. So the first thing I picked up is definitely because of Glam Life Guru. Tati definitely talked me into this. It's the Cover FX Gripping Primer. Now I didn't use this today because I actually forgot that I had it. And then after I was pretty much done with all my makeup, I was like, oh yeah, I did have a new primer to check out. So yeah, this is supposed to be like a magical primer that allows your makeup to like grip to it and it stays on really long and it fills in your pores and it's supposed to be just magical. So it says a unique jelly texture that creates a smooth glass-like finish on top of the skin and grips makeup for flawless application. Long wear, perfect for all skin types, it's vegan, all that fun stuff. Yeah. You know, you can read the whole thing. But let's see what it feels like. Oh, it's kind of on the thick side. Not really a scent to it. I mean, it makes the back of my hand look really good. Ooh, and it's like cooling feeling, almost like a menthol feel. Interesting. Ooh, and it is sticky. It's really sticky. Ooh, it's like really sticky. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm curious to check that out. I can't wait to put that on my face and see how stuff applies on top of it. Okay, next up, ooh, what should I pull out next? Let's talk about this next. So this is the new Clinique Cheek Pop palette. So it's their Pop on the Go Trio palette. I actually bought this because I was looking for a new highlighter because I need a new highlighter. Who doesn't? I need a new highlighter like I need a hole in the head, really. But I was like, oh, you know what? Let me check out the Clinique Cheek Pop highlighters because I really like the blushes, so I'll probably like the highlighters too. And I saw that they had this, and this was only $4 more than a full-size blush or highlighter, and it comes with 3 full-size products. So this is very similar to the palette they released over the holidays, which was like a trio of cheek pops, all full-size. These are also all full-size, only it comes with a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer. And I'm actually wearing all 3 of these on my cheeks today. So you can see the highlighter is pretty subtle, but it's a nice glow. It's like a nice natural glow. The bronzer is also very subtle. I had to kind of layer it up a little bit. The blush is beautiful. It's actually a lot darker than I was expecting, considering that these 2 products were so sheer. So yeah, I think if you have light, fair, light, even medium skin tone, this might work well for you. If you have dark skin tone, I do not think the bronzer or the highlighter will suit you well, but yeah, I really like it. I think my cheeks look really good. I think my makeup looks really good today. I'm just like digging the whole vibe. So yeah, I guess I can swatch a little bit of these for you. See how dark that blush is? The bronzer is just kind of subtle, and then the highlight is also subtle. So if you can see that, you can barely see the highlight. It has like a pinky undertone to it. That blush is beautiful. This is going to be a beautiful springtime palette. I have a feeling it's going to be a really good seller. The holiday blush trio that was like this was a really good seller, so I think that will be also. The next product I have is the Marc Jacobs iconic eyeshadow palette in the color Stiletto. This just released and it's a cool toned eyeshadow palette. I have been all about the cool tones lately, you guys. I've just been all about it. I've really been liking it. So I'm actually wearing this on my eyes today, if you want to take a little sneaky peeky. But it's grays and purples and it is absolutely beautiful. It's Marc Jacobs, so it has that just like smooth, blendable, creamy feel to it. I have 2 other of their iconic eyeshadow palettes. I have one that's really warm tones and then one that's neutrals. So this is actually perfect because now I got my cool tone version of it. So here's what it looks like. I'm not going to swatch this because I did swatch it in my tutorial video. So if you want to see what this swatch is like, then definitely go and check out that video. I will tell you it's really, really, really pretty. and it was really easy to put on my eyes. There was a tiny bit of fallout, but nothing that couldn't be brushed away, you know, not a big deal. So I got that. I did get a new foundation, and I'm on the fence as to whether or not I like this. It's the new Hourglass Varnish Foundation. I got the color Alabaster, which is actually perfect. I feel like the colors of the liquid match the colors of the stick. So if you were a lover of the stick foundation, the colors match. So like if you have a color in that, you could buy the same color in the liquid. What I'm on the fence about with this is it seems to be not suitable for dry skin, and my skin has been incredibly dry lately. Like so dry, I don't know if it's the weather or if it's, you know, me being pregnant, whatever it is, my skin has been so dry, and when I wore this, it didn't look good on the dry parts of my skin. So I'm gonna save it. I might try it again once I can get the dry skin under control. I do think this would be really good for oily skin. I think it also will be really good like in the summertime when my skin hopefully gets back to being oily. So yeah, on the fence about that, but lots of people have been talking about it, and I love the stick version, so I was like, okay, well, let's test it out. The next thing I got is a repurchase. This is from Drunk Elephant. It's their Lala Retro Whipped Cream Moisturizer. I was going to get the one with the peptides in it, the one that's in like the mint green packaging, but that one has more like additives and skincare stuff. It's definitely supposed to be like better for your skin, but I'm just a little bit unsure of like what I can and can't use in pregnancy. I know there's a lot of like, can't use this, can use that. A lot of acids are really bad. Stay away from those. Things like retinol and like glycolic acid, you're supposed to salicylic acid, you are supposed to stay away from. So I was just like unsure about the ingredients. This one seems to be a little bit more like bare bones. So yeah, I picked this up. I've had this before and I really liked it. And right now I'm using like a lighter moisturizer, so maybe that has something to do with why my skin has been so dry. I honestly have no idea, but I'm excited to have that back. I also have another skincare-y type item. This is the Laneige sleeping mask in the vanilla scent. So I have this in the original scent, which is like strawberry. And I like it, but I really love vanilla. Like vanilla, actually vanilla and strawberry are probably like my favorite lip balmy flavors, textures, not textures, scents, flavors, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. So this one is nice. I actually used it in my tutorial as well today. The scent is so light that it's not like an overwhelming vanilla scent. So if you're somebody who doesn't like a ton of fragrance, I have a feeling you'll really like this. But yeah, this was funny because it was like on the Sephora website for a little while, and then they dropped it, and then now it's back. So as soon as I saw that it was back, I was like, oh, I gotta get it before they drop it. You can actually find this on Amazon also, which is odd, maybe not odd, but you can find it on Amazon. So yeah, the strawberry one is really good too. It has like a pinky tint to it, but I know it's a sleeping mask, but I wear it as lip balm, so whatever. Do with it as you please. On the topic of lip products, I have two lip products that I purchased. I'm saying the weirdest things lately. I have like, whatever. So I've really been into like balmy, like tinted sheer lipsticks lately. I think I spent so long loving like liquid lipsticks and like high pigmented lipsticks, and it's just drying out my skin and drying out my lips, and my lips are already so dry that it's like I don't need to add like matte stuff on top of it. So I've been loving like sheer balmy textures. So the first one I picked up is the Dior Addict Lip Glow to the Max, and this is in the color 201. I will say this has a more pinky color than I was expecting. It's pretty, but I was thinking it was going to be more of like a nude pink, and it's definitely like a pink. So this one, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see, but it has like that peppermint swirl on it, and it also has a bit of a minty scent to it as well. So when you put it on your hand, here's what it looks like. So the lighter part of the swirl is almost like a tiny bit of like maybe a satiny iridescent-y finish, and then the darker part of the swirl is definitely the majority of the color, but that's what it looks like. It's beautiful. I've been wearing it a lot, like pretty much every day, just because it's so easy to pop on your lips. It's a good like throw in your purse, wear it at work type color where you have color but you don't feel like you're drying out your lips or wearing a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? And then this one I tried for the first time today, and oh my god, I'm loving it so much. It's the YSL Volumped Plump in Color. So this is the one that has that little black heart in the middle of it. I don't know, can you see? There's like a little black heart. Now when you swatch it, you can't see the black. The black completely fades away. But here's what it looks like. I think it's the most beautiful, like nudie pink. See, I was thinking the Dior one was gonna be closer to this color, but it's okay, like they're both really pretty. But what I love the most about this is it really does have like a plumping effect to it. Like I put it on and instantly my lips felt like cooler, like a cooling sensation. And I got a little bit on my tongue and my tongue got a little bit tingly, but it's not like over the top to where you're gonna have like oh my god burning feeling, you know what I mean? Just like a slight plumping feeling. So yeah, also the packaging is A+. I love YSL lip products. I feel like their packaging is just so luxurious and it makes the hefty price tag feel like it's worth it, you know what I mean? So I got that, and then I also got a lip liner. So this is by Charlotte Tilbury. It's in the color Super Size Me, and I'm actually wearing this underneath of the YSL lip balm today, and I really liked the color of this. Now the only other Charlotte Tilbury lip liner I have is Pillow Talk, and it's beautiful, but it has much more like a nude undertone, whereas Super Size Me has more of a pink undertone. And you can kind of sheer it out, kind of like I did today, and then put like a balm or a gloss on top of it. And I just feel like the color is more pink, less nude. So I think it's like acceptable to have them both. Like they're not too similar to be like, oh, you know, why do I need this both? Like I feel like I could justify both of them, if that makes any sense. And then the last thing I got was actually my Valentine's Day present from Matt. We went to Sephora and I picked out a cologne for him and he picked out a perfume for me. I actually ended up just buying him a cologne that he already had but ran out of because it's his favorite, and we were like sniffing some other ones. We were together, we were like sniffing some other ones, and he was like, ah, I just keep going back to this one, so I just bought him the one he liked. But I got a new one that I had never had before. This is the YSL Mon Paris or Paris Couture. So the original version of this I had tried before, and it smells so good when you first spray it out of the bottle, but after it settles on my skin, it started to get like a musty smell. It just might not mix well with like the oils in my skin, which is typical. Like anytime you're gonna buy a perfume, spray it on your skin, walk around the store for a little bit, and then sniff it to determine if you like it or not, because everybody's body chemistry is different. Every perfume mixes differently with different bodies. And so anyways, I ended up not buying that one. My sister really liked that one and she actually bought that one, but this is the Couture version, so it's a little bit different. And this one I actually really do like. And first of all, look how just like luxurious it is when you open the box. So here is what it looks like. So the difference in the bottle looks very similar, but this one has like a polka dot bow instead of a solid bow. But it's just like so pretty, but it smells so good. So it still has, oh, it smells so good. It still has like a floral scent to it. So you're still gonna get like a floral undertone, but it has like a fruity, floral, clean, I don't know. And it settles well on my skin too. So I am either somebody who loves straight vanilla fragrance or something with vanilla in it, or like very fresh, very clean, very floral fragrances. I don't like musk, I don't like must, I don't like deep spicy scents. And so this one is like that fresh, clean floral with like maybe a hint of fruitiness to it. It smells so good, you guys. Like next time you're at Sephora or Ulta, I believe they have it at Ulta, just to spray it on yourself and just see what I'm talking about, because it smells so good. Now the last place I went, so that was Sephora. I actually also stopped by Blue Mercury. So if you guys are unfamiliar, Blue Mercury is very similar to like a Sephora or Ulta. They don't have as many brands, but they do have some really good brands there. So they have like Hourglass and Laura Mercier and Bobbi Brown and NARS. And they have a lot of hair care and like skincare stuff as well. So I stopped by there yesterday on my way home from getting my hair done. I got my hair re-highlighted, and they have one like by my hairstylist. So I kind of like to stop in, peek around every now and again. So I got 2 things from Mercury, not a whole ton. The first thing I picked up is the NARS Tinted Smudgeproof Eyeshadow Base. So this also was sold at Sephora. I was going to buy it at the same time I bought all that stuff, but I just forgot. So the NARS Smudgeproof Eyeshadow Base is my favorite eyeshadow base, and it used to only be sold in like a translucent clear color. Now they have it in skin tone color. So they have light, I think they have like medium, dark, and deep. There's like 4 different colors. So I picked up the light one and I did use it today, and it is nice to have a little bit of like a tint on your eyeshadow primer because it kind of like cancels out any veins you may have and just creates a more like smooth, flawless base for your eyeshadow. So yeah, you can see it's not like too crazy tinted. It just kind of looks maybe like a concealer, but it's the same consistency and texture as their original eyeshadow base. It just has color in it. So I'm hoping that I end up loving this as much as I love the original. I mean, I used it today and I don't have any like gripes about it. So there's that. And then the last thing I want to tell you guys about is actually a scalp treatment. So this is by Oribe. I don't know if Oribe is sold at Sephora. I want to say they are. They're definitely not at Ulta. I mean, maybe they're at Ulta, but they're at Mercury. So I went in there specifically asking for a treatment for my dry scalp. So not only has my skin been super dry, but my scalp has been super dry to the point where I actually have like flakiness. Like I can go in and scratch my head and it'll just be like poof, like flaky snow. Like it's awful, you guys. And I've never had dandruff in my life. I've never had a dry scalp in my life. I've always been super duper oily. And so it's just so weird for me. Like there's been days where I'm trying to get ready for work and like I just can't help it, but like you can see it build up in your scalp. Like I could see that there's dry skin ready to be flaked off. Like so disgusting, I know. But then you scratch it and then it gets like in your hair and then it's just awful. So I went in there asking specifically for a treatment or something for dry scalp, and this is what they recommended to me. So it's the Oribe Soothing Leave-On Treatment is what it's called. And it says instant relief. It's a lightweight, fast absorbing leave-on treatment that removes loose dandruff flakes while cooling mint and calming calamine soothe and balance the scalp. So you're supposed to part your hair in sections, apply directly to the scalp, and massage in. And it's supposed to not leave your hair greasy either. That was one of my biggest fears, was like, was it gonna make my hair look greasy? Because my hair still gets greasy, just my scalp is really dry. So it's like this weird combination of things. And he was like, no, it shouldn't. So we'll test it out. But here's what it looks like. It's in this like millennial pink tube, and it has this little, looks kind of cool. It's like a clear dropper thing, so you can easily like bing bing. But yeah, it has, I guess all Oribe products have the same scent, is what he was telling me. Is like there's like a quintessential like Oribe scent. So I guess it has that same scent. It just kind of smells like maybe a little bit herbally. I don't know. But anyways, it doesn't feel sticky or oily or greasy or anything like that. So we'll see what it does to my scalp. Okay guys, so that is my Sephora haul this time around. I am resisting buying more because there's been more launches where I'm like, oh, I need that in my life. But I've actually been doing a really good job at only buying things that I actually like really want and really have a place in my collection, stuff that I don't have anything like it yet. So I might hold off, or I might give in and I might have another Sephora haul soon. We'll see. But I hope that you guys enjoyed the Sephora haul. Again, if you want to see a bunch of these products in action, check out my tutorial that I will link down below for you. It's like a chit chat type thing where I give you some life updates as well. So check that out. But other than that, I will talk to you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.